This week on Destination Polaris, the off-road outlaws take over Project X. 8 feet tall, and are those tractor tires? Monster Jam may have a new class. These mud holes don't stand a chance. DP starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. This week we're in North Carolina for Project X. This week we're hanging out with the guys at ORO Fab, and they're gonna turn a General into an 8-foot tall mud monster to match these bad boys. Let's go meet the outlaws.
Hi, Lindsay. Welcome to ORO Fab.
Nice to meet you, Don, and wow, what a showroom you guys have here. And what a cute dog. Who is this?
This would be Harley, the shop dog.
Harley the shop dog, even wearing your gear. I love it. She's
Yep.
gonna show us around?
Yes, ma'am, she is. This is ORO Fab. We're in Lexington, North Carolina. We are custom builders of trucks, Jeeps, and side-by-sides and UTVs and ATVs as well. We've got about 8,000 square feet. We're pretty proud of it here.
This is their first Project X build. And she is the cutest tour guide we've ever had.
But she loves hanging out with mom and dad here at the shop, and she's the most lovable thing in the world.
Harley's office is in the Western Saloon showroom. ORO Fab also has a plasma cutting and design room, a fabrication area,
If you need something out of the ordinary, something custom, something fabricated that you just can't buy off the shelf, we're the place to come to.
and the shop.
We're in North Carolina, and in here in the South, it's rednecks with paychecks. They like riding. We do a lot of mud, a lot of lifts, a lot of big wheels and tires. This is our first Project X, and we're using the 2018 Polaris General 4-seater. This will be a mud monster. Go big or go home, so we figured we'd shoot for the moon the first time.
Let's get to work. Meet the outlaws.
There'll be myself, Jeremy, Ronnie, Rick, Chris, and Tyler. And we make it fun. We're a family here. Jeremy, my shop foreman, is like my son. I've been working with him for 20 years. Everybody that helps out here, we all go riding together. It's not just a work relationship. We all go out all over the place, ride, play, go to dinner, whatever. It's just very family oriented.
All right, guys, let's strip it down.
Okay, heck, it's getting hot in here anyway.
Not like that. Take off the cage.
Oh, the cage, yeah.
All right, we're gonna finish teardown, but first a quick break, and when we come back, we start our build. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Project X is sponsored by PRP, seats, harnesses, and storage for your UTV. PRP, built for off-road. Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. KMC Wheels, precision for chaos. And by Brimstone, camp, ride, and kick back at Brimstone.
Yes, oh, good girl. Good girl. Welcome back to Project X with ORO Fab in North Carolina. As you can see, there's not much left of our General 4, but don't worry. Check out all the stuff we're about to put on her. We begin with suspension.
We worked with Super ATV. We're using their 10-inch lift on the rear for the Razor Turbo and XP1000 with the 10-inch control arms. On the front, we're using the General from Super ATV, the 10-inch lift on the front.
We're also gaining about 6 inches of lift with the Super ATV portal gear system.
It's nice because it gives you 42% gear reduction automatically, which with those big 42.5-inch tires makes a big difference.
Razor trailing arms going on a General?
Sure, why not? Gotta try something different.
Okay, and you had to do some modifications?
Yeah, we had to change some of the frame rails up here at the top and do some modifications to handle the trailing arms at the bottom and remove a couple of little braces here and there and stuff, but it works. We've tried it.
And I like the blue.
Yes, ma'am. Candy blue, company colors.
To keep it rolling, they're running Super ATV's Rhino axles.
We're gonna run the Rhino 2.0 axles on this thing. They've got great angle, they're super strong, and they'll work great for rolling those 42.5-inch tires.
Candy blue with some silver front fenders. We're starting to see our color scheme. Plus, check out the size of these shocks. That's 16 inches longer than stock.
So we've got a total of about 30 inches of spring. It's a little more than normal on a General. Those are 46.5 inches tall. You'll see in the build that they come through the hood and they come through the bed. We had to build custom shock towers and supports and all that stuff. Here, Lynn, check out the custom A-frame shock tower we built for this.
Awesome, and it has the name Outlaw 3. So how did we come up with that?
Well, we're outlaws here, and our first SEMA truck we ever built was Outlaw 1, and we built a new SEMA truck for Fox last year, which is Outlaw 2. So we figured this would be Outlaw 3.
Very nice. All right. The bed of the General also has some new holes to make room for the rear shocks.
To the top of the lights on the roll cage, we're about 8.5 feet. Ground clearance would be about 38 inches.
And we're not getting in this monster without some steps.
Not unless you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There are custom truck steps that we put on it from ICI, which are the Magnum RT steps, and we've custom fabricated them to fit on the side of it.
So normally wheels and tires are next. But due to their size, these bad boys are going on last because otherwise they'd be in the way. While Harley takes a nap, the guys move on to the custom roll cage. ORO Fab fabricated a square cage into a diamond.
If you look at it, it's just something completely different. Jeremy is probably one of the best welders I've ever seen. And if you look close, you'll see it. His welds are amazing. And just all the notching and the cutting and just the different angles. It's something different that you don't see every day.
I'm loving it. Look at this beast. Oh, this is sweet though. Look at that cage. I love it. Cage is on. You can already see we're well on our way to 8 feet. The roof rack is also their custom design.
I think it turned out pretty amazing. You'll see some custom touches with the sunroofs, and then we build our own custom roof rack that we build for trucks as well as UTVs and Jeeps. And you'll see that on top that holds all of our light bars. Well, of course we're outlaws here, so we decided to add some 6-shooters to our cage for bracing.
6 shooters and a tint of blue.
We put bright blue Lexan in it. So you'll see it matches the colors of the whole thing, and it just gives it that touch. If the sun's shining, everybody's gonna look like a Smurf.
Do I look like a Smurf? Time for a quick break, but when we come back, seats, electronics, plus we unveil our build. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by the Polaris Visa Card. Power your passion. Earn Polaris cash on your everyday purchases. B&W Trailer Hitches, towing adventure. And by Aluma Trailers, the best aluminum trailers available.
Welcome back to Project X with ORO Fab.
We're probably in the 1,200 hour range as far as labor on the machine.
We're building an 8-foot tall mud monster.
From the ground to the top, about 8.5 feet tall, 7.5 feet wide.
Don Fenton is one of the main masterminds behind this design. Check out the custom bumpers.
We build a custom front and rear bumper. Both carry the Super ATV 5,000-pound synthetic winch with a remote control. It's not what you see every day. They're big, they're bad, and they'll take trees down if they need to.
So this is Don's wife, Debbie, and the ladies are in charge of putting in the seats. And Debbie, what do you like about these PRP seats?
That we can customize them for the build and for the business. You can even put in your company logo, and the best part is they are super comfortable.
That they are. All right, let's
go.
In.
You've got to have the best seat in the house, which is PRP, and we're proud to run them. They're super comfortable suspension seats, really, really good seats.
Yes, good.
We also run the PRP 4.2 harnesses with the racing latch.
Yeah, girl. Looks good. So this is always one of my favorite parts of the build, the electronics. And Ronnie did the install, and one of the first things they did was the Polaris ride command. So what does this entail?
You do your gauges, GPS, navigation, your phone, you can connect your headset with the rugged radio right there. And then you got GoPro, diagnostics, ride status, and everything all in one.
Plus, we have a triple crown from Rugged Radios with the intercom, two-way radio, and alpha control.
With the alpha controller, everything is wireless. We added the SSV Works 5-speaker system that comes built for the General. Everything is plug and play, everything integrates with the ride command system. It's very smooth, great system. It's all about the mud and the music. You show up with the biggest, baddest thing you can come up with. Well, Lindsay, the time has come, the final step. 42.5-inch BKT tires.
Crazy. So you're telling me that you're putting bigger tires on Outlaw 3 than you are in your pickup outside?
Yes, we are, and you're gonna help.
All right, let's lift this bad boy up.
There we go. Jeremy? Looks awesome. The new MSA Flash 24x7s, we've had them custom painted to match the General. And we're running the BKT 171, which is a 42.5-inch by 9-inch wide tire. And they will do some digging.
Let there be light. Yeah, that is a lot of light right up front. You can definitely see at night, right? So Jason, you did all the underbody lights.
So this allows the lookability at nighttime plus servicing and working on if you have something broken in the trailer or not. You can fully see like daylight underneath the vehicle to work on it.
And so blue underneath, but the white accent up here so that we really see the candy blue on the A-arms. This thing, is it gonna glow just a little bit at night?
It should be. It definitely should.
The roof, we have 3 50-inch light bars from Rough Country. Both headlights have been changed. We have dual pod, 3.5-inch pods in each headlight for high and low beam. Got to make sure we can see everywhere we're going.
So this is Outlaw 3. I love it. What do you think for your first Project X?
We're very proud of it, and it's even pretty extreme for us here at Off-Road Outlaws, so we're proud.
Hit the lights as we head to break. Up next, we'll see how Outlaw 3 rides. This monster's diving into a few mud holes. This is Project X on Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Super ATV, your trusted source for high-quality parts and accessories. Kicker and SSB Works, go wherever your music takes you. And by PRP, seats, harnesses, and storage for your UTV. PRP, built for off-road.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris and Project X. So our Outlaw 3 build went awesome. And Don, now it's time to see what this mud monster can do.
Yeah, let's take it out, find some mud holes and hill climbs and put it to the test. We've taken the 2018 Polaris General and we've put the Razor trailing arm suspension on it. We have 18 inches of lift, 40 inches of ground clearance, and 42.5-inch tires. This thing should go just about anywhere.
The General 4 brings the party. Don's riding with his wife Debbie and some friends.
I love to ride.
I love being outdoors, period. So to me, as long as we're outdoors, I'm having fun. Anywhere you go in the Carolinas, there's always something different. We just did a bunch of trail riding on like logging roads, but they were quite hilly. A lot of rocks, a lot of boulders, went through a few creeks, you know, with like no problem.
It's empowering to be in a vehicle that tall. As far as Outlaw 3, I can't say enough words to how proud I am of my husband, Don, and his team.
It's more fun, more laughs, more people to laugh with or laugh at. We wanted to do something to showcase our fabrication and the things that people can do to their, Generals or Razors or whatever it happens to be. So we did the square tubing cage turned as a diamond. We wanted to keep it as the company colors.
And look at the size difference compared to the Razor.
If you're gonna go big. It's made for the mud. There's some pretty deep, sticky mud holes. We're about to find out. I guess you'd call it a race course for mud monsters. During the summertime when it's a little bit warmer, they run you know, big mud races through these holes like this. It's like an oval track, but there's all kinds of hidden pits and holes in there that you have no idea. As you can see, we found a few. My wife was with me, her first time ever in a mud pit, and it scared her to death. Her eyes were about as big as they could get.
I'm gonna say that was the highlight of the day, a first for me, dispensable in moments. You know, it was a moment. It made it out just fine, so we were good. A little muddy, but hey, that's the whole point, so.
With those big 42.5-inch BKTs, it pulls right up out of it. It rode really good. It's got a lot of flex. The suspension travels a lot, and it'll fall down in the holes and everything. It's comfortable, but it grabs and it'll go. If you step on the gas, it'll pull you up out of it. I think it's for the guys or the girls that just want to go to the mud parks and just play and listen to music and have a ball. We wanted it to be different, but we wanted it to be the biggest, baddest mud machine anybody's seen. I don't know if it's the biggest one, but I hope Outlaw 3 is, at least for a while.